They whispered her name in terror, the eternal beauty who bathed in royal blood. Her mirror never aged, but her soul drowned in crimson secrets. This is the untold story of Theodora, the Empress of Byzantium, a woman who rose from the filth of the streets to the golden throne of an empire, and whose hunger for beauty would turn her into something far darker than human. Custestunia, 527 AD. The city of gold and ghosts. Marble domes glimmer beneath the setting sun, and in a cramped house behind the great hippodrome, a child is born to a bear keeper. Her name, Theodora. No royal blood, no noble birth, just another forgotten soul in a city that worships beauty and power. But her eyes burned like embers from Hades, eyes that refused to bow before fate. At 15, she fled the filth of her father's home and threw herself into the world of the theater, a world painted in silk, perfume, and sin. Here she learned how power moves, not through swords, but through desire. She became a mime, a dancer, a courtesan, mocking gods with lewd plays. The crowd jeered and cheered, senators leered, wives gossiped, and princes took notice. But fame comes with envy. One night, a rival poisoned her wine. Her body convulsed, her skin blistered and withered like autumn leaves. Theodora, once the jewel of the stage, now saw death staring back from the mirror. Terrified, she wandered the city's underbelly, desperate for salvation, and in a shadowed alley, a stranger found her, a Syrian sorcerer with eyes like pitch and voice like smoke. He whispered 3 words that would damn her soul forever. Blood is life. He taught her a ritual, forbidden, ancient, and obscene. To drink the blood of the young, to steal their vitality, to cheat death itself. And in that moment, Theodora made her choice. She would arise, no matter the cost. Years passed. By 20, Theodora was no longer a mere dancer. She was queen of the demimonde, the shadow court where power was traded with whispers and kisses. Her lovers came and went, princes, generals, senators, each younger, each stronger, each vanishing mysteriously. But her beauty never faded, and soon even the highest throne in Byzantium took notice. Enter Justinian, the emperor's heir, a man 40 years her senior, balding, frail, yet filled with ambition and obsession. He saw her perform one night, a dance with mock geese, feathers glinting in the firelight. Her laughter was sin itself, and Justinian was lost. "Marry me," he begged. Theodora smiled. "Then make me empress." Against every tradition, every scandal, every law, he did. He banished his own sister, Comita, who called her the whore of the East. And in 525 AD, they were wed in secret. A courtesan turned queen. But even empresses grow afraid. Justinian aged, his strength faltered. Whispers slithered through the palace. She'll be replaced, divorced, forgotten. Theodora's fear turned to fury, and in the depths of the palace crypts, beneath the flickering torchlight, the sorcerer returned. "Select the pure," he commanded. Slaves, eunuchs, captured spies. Theodora's hand trembled, then steadied. She raised the chalice to her lips, warm, metallic, alive. And once more, youth flooded her veins. By 527 AD, Justinian crowned her co-ruler of the Byzantium Empire. Theodora, radiant as ever, stood beside him, eternal at 27. No wrinkle, no shadow, only the cold perfection of immortality. Under her reign, enemies vanished, rivals were silenced, and when the Nika riots shook Constantinople in 532, it was Theodora who refused to flee. "Purple is a fine shroud," she declared, choosing to die as an empress rather than live as a coward. But loyalty is a rare thing in palaces. Her friend Antonina, wife of the general Belisarius, grew jealous of Theodora's unaging beauty. Rumors spread like wildfire that deep beneath the palace, young men disappeared into the baths and never came out again. Antonina escaped one night, screaming through the streets, "The Empress drinks blood! The baths run red!" Panic erupted. Senators plotted. Even Justinian began to doubt the woman he once worshipped. Love curdled into horror. Theodora's nights became restless, visions of pale faces, drained and weeping. The dead came for her in her dreams. In 548 AD, Theodora finally fell. Some said it was poison, others that the blood itself had turned against her, rotting her from within. When she died, she was 48, but her face looked 25. Her body, untouched by decay, was buried in the Church of the Holy Apostles. But the legends whisper still. On stormy nights, mirrors in Constantinople fog and crack. A woman's reflection flickers, young, beautiful, and thirsty. In Byzantium's fading light, Theodora's chalice still waits, a relic of vanity and damnation. Because in the shadows of history, eternity tastes like blood. If this dark legend chilled you, subscribe to Past Shadow, where we uncover forbidden tales of power, lust, and betrayal. The past is never dead. It just drinks slowly.